Okay, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything. But, like, look at this door. I'm like, amazed. Like, what kind of spell is this? It's like, literally see-through and transparent. When I saw it, I was like, whoa. So yeah, how'd that get there? I was doing this quest to find the source of the nightmares for some town. And I decided to film it, because I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. So, how I play Skyrim as an INFP. I'm obviously a newbie. I've gotten a lot better though. Although I haven't played Skyrim for like a long while, like a few months maybe, or several weeks. So I'm like a little bit out of practice. What is that? Oh my, what the?
Never should have come here.
Yeah, the nice thing about having followers is that, like for quests, is that like, you can just kind of let them fight for you. That's what I do if I can. I'll just kind of like stand back and just let them like
must have run off.
Fight everyone, unless they're like in trouble. Like these. Then I kill them. That's what I do with my other quests. Not all of them, but like my past quests, I was just like, okay, I'll let you go fight him. I'll just wait here. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how I play Skyrim as an INFP. I'm gonna show you my dude. Oh, I forgot to put his helmet back on him. Let me do that. So... I actually have Frank James to thank for discovering Skyrim and getting me to play it, because I occasionally watch his videos, and it was a while ago that he did a live stream and he played Skyrim live, and I was like, huh, this game looks kind of interesting, like that makes me kind of want to play it. And like, I haven't really played computer games because my parents didn't let me when I was younger, so I don't really I didn't really know how to, and like I should have recorded myself when I first started playing. I was like such a newbie. I didn't know what I was doing. Even like the WASD keys, I didn't even know that. I was like learning from scratch how to do it. And it took me forever to get out of the first village you're in when like the dragon is there setting things on fire, because I was trying to go away that apparently you weren't allowed to go. And like I was like stuck for like a ridiculously long time trying to figure out how to get out of the village. And I actually have found that like combat type of games where it's like people are after you or you have to like attack people, like gave me a lot of anxiety at first, and it kind of like freaked me out. But I've noticed as I've been playing for a while, like it doesn't really bother me anymore. Like I've noticed like a big improvement. So yeah, that's like something interesting. So I'll show you my guy. Here he is in his light armor and his bow. And then my follower, Sven, is behind him. So I'm gonna show you his name. So when I was coming up with Lyspear's name. I wanted it to be Norwegian because that kind of ties into like Skyrim's like roots and like culture. So I was like looking around the room for like a random object and I landed on a light bulb. So I looked up what light bulb was in Norwegian and it ended up being Lyspear, and I'm like, that's actually a really cool name. So that's what I named him, and I feel like it really fits well with the game and him, and it looks really cool. And I'm glad that's his name. Of course, I had to pick a meaningful name. I'm like an INFP. And I decided to make him an Imperial race. I researched for a while for the races, like before I chose it, because of course I have to research everything. No matter how small. But I think I chose Imperial because, maybe like the shouts they can do or something is like something like a calming ability or something. I'll have to look back. I'll like put like a blurb of why, but like I can't really remember, but I know it was like, I kind of like measured like the pros to each race, and I was like, I kind of like this one for certain reasons, so I'll choose this. And, I decided to play as the opposite gender because, like, that's what Frank James did, and like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I want to play a guy because the girls in Skyrim's honestly most of them look creepy to me. Like, they do not look attractive. So I'm like, yeah, I would rather play a guy. Alright, here, let me get me out of sneak here. I'm like always in sneak pretty much. And yeah, that's basically how I live, in sneak mode. But let me see. So yeah, when I first started Skyrim, I don't have any footage from that, but I made all the rookie mistakes. I accidentally punched a chicken in River Run and got attacked by the whole village and died. I tried killing a kid because he was bullying another kid, and I was like, that's super mean, you should die for that. And then I found out that kids can't die, and then the whole village attacked me and I died. Also, in River Run. Great town. I do not like the kids in Skyrim. They creep me out, and I don't like them at all. So yeah, it was partly thanks to my ISFJ friend that I kind of learned how to do some helpful things in Skyrim. Like, he's the one who introduced me to the bow that I now have. Before that, I think I had a sword. And the bow is like my favorite weapon ever. Like, I only use a bow now pretty much. And the reason I like it is that I don't have to be near my enemies to kill them. I like being like distance from them and like not have them in my face attacking me. And like, I especially like it if I can like take them down like before they even are like in attack mode. Just like, I like being like a silent assassin, especially with my sneak up. So like, once I learned how to use the bow, I really like it. And I think I had determined, let me see, I think I had determined like when I first started of kind of like what I wanted to do. Like, I know I wanted to do something with sneak, but the first skill I leveled up was pickpocketing, because I also discovered that I love stealing in Skyrim. That's like, I'm basically a klepto. And that's also something my friend taught me, because like before I learned how to steal without getting caught, I didn't want to do it because I tried it once and like everyone attacked me and tried to kill me. So I'm like, no, I don't like that. I'm not going to do that anymore. But then I discovered that it's like you have to do it in a certain way to not get caught. And then I'm like, oh. So yeah, I leveled up my pickpocketing real fast. My sneak is pretty high too, and I really like sneaking. And as you can see, I'm kind of more of like a thief type, like a thief and an archer, and that's kind of my deal. That's what I ended up becoming, and I like it. And yeah, I like it because, like I said, like, enemies getting up in my face and attacking me is stressful. So, like, as an INFP, I prefer to take them out before they get to me because it's more peaceful, I guess. And I like not being detected because INFPs are invisible, so yeah. One thing is that I'm really, like, I discovered that I'm not into magic so far in this, which actually kind of surprised me. Like, all my magic I've barely not even used. I don't know why, like, I just found it more difficult to use, like, especially in battle situations, and I've never really practiced it. And, like, whenever I use it, it makes me feel, like, really insecure, like, I'm trying to, like, write with, like, the opposite hand that I normally write with, and, like, you know how that feels so weird, and it's, like, your writing is super wobbly, you can, like, barely write, and, like, that's kind of what I feel like when I try to use magic in Skyrim. I do want to, like, practice it more so I can use it more, but yeah, I'm basically just use my bow and my sneak, and I do like making potions. I just did that for like the millionth time. Okay, so yeah, like, I have joined 2 guilds so far. I'm in the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood Guild, which kind of fits with, like, my persona. As for, like, the politics in Skyrim, wow, Spin. He's, like, always, like, coughing at the most inopportune times. Okay. But yeah, he made me forget what I was saying. Yeah, as for, like, all the politics in Skyrim, like, I kind of find politics to be boring, and, like, I'm kind of, like, I haven't taken really a part in it so far, and, like, I'm not really interested in joining sides, and, like, yeah, I'm not really interested in that part of Skyrim, but, like, I don't know if things will change as I keep progressing, because, like, yeah, like, I still have, like, a lot more to do. So this is probably a good time to talk about my follower, Sven. So I did a quest and ended up with him, my follower, and at first I was kind of like, ew, follower, I don't know about that. And he really annoyed me at first because he was, like, always, like, right behind me or, like, getting in my way when I was trying to walk somewhere. And he really got on my nerves. But then there came a point where I became bonded to him. And as a typical INFP, yeah, I got attached to him. And now I can't imagine my Skyrim life without him. He's, like, my constant forever buddy, and I don't plan on ever, like, releasing him from his follower status, because I feel like now I would actually be lonely if he wasn't there with me. Like, even though sometimes he, like, startles me, like, when he, like, coughs, like, in a very inopportune moment, like, I'm, like, sneaking up to ambush someone and be like, I'm like, and, it's kind of like a running joke in my game that I've accidentally shot him several times because, like, during a fight, I'll confuse him with the enemy because he'll be, like, rushing towards me with a sword. Or he's just, like, in the brunt of everyone fighting and I'll accidentally shoot him. So yeah, I've accidentally killed him, like, half a dozen times by now, and I've always brought him back. But, there was this one time where he got stuck. It was like a bug. He got stuck in a dungeon, and I didn't realize until I went out, and I was like, where is he? And, like, thankfully I remembered where he was, because he was, like, stuck down there. And, yeah, I didn't like that feeling of, like, him not being there, or like thinking he was not gonna be my follower anymore. So ever since then, I kind of keep closer tabs on him to make sure he's still behind me, because, you know, like sometimes followers get stuck. But yeah, I talk to him sometimes, as INFPs do. Talk to their people. I actually didn't do the main quest for a while. Like, I didn't do anything to progress it. Just because I didn't want to. I just did other quests, and then I finally did it, so now, like, dragons are after me. And I always feel kind of sorry, like, when I kill them, but I guess there's a lot I still don't know about stuff, apparently. And that also brings me to the animals in Skyrim. I think it's funny that I think it was Frank James who made a video about, like, the types playing in Skyrim, and, like, I think it was the INFP who, like, wanted to look for, like, a mod to, like, not kill the animals or something. Or maybe that was just me thinking about, because, like, I know when I first started Skyrim, like, before I even played, I was looking for a mod so I wouldn't have to kill the animals. And then I was like, this seems too complicated, and I ended up being able to kill them, but I still, like, don't like it, and I'll avoid it if possible. Like, I'll go a little bit out of my way to go around them so they won't detect me, and it's like, I never seek them out to kill them. Yeah, I wish there was an option to just make them, I mean, I guess I could download the mod. Like, I haven't downloaded any mods yet. I guess I could do that, but I just haven't. And I just realized that, like, I probably could have been using my calming spell to, like, keep them from attacking me. Like, just, like, the last time I played, I realized that. So maybe I'll try to do that. I did have, like, a wolf attack me for a while to, like, get my light armor up. I just, like, let him attack me. And I actually got a disease from that, so now I know that that's how you get diseases. A certain kind of disease from being bit by a wolf. But he actually, like, I wish he would just calm down and, like, not attack me, because I feel like I became bonded to him after he attacked me for so many hours. But then I think either me or Sven ended up killing him after I was done, so that was sad. I briefly became a vampire by accident. A vampire I was fighting with apparently bit me, and I got it. And I actually didn't like being a vampire. Like, shortly after I did the quest to change back, because, like, I feel like there's hardly any perks to being a vampire. You get, like, severe negative, like, I don't know what that's called. Negative, I'm thinking of The Sims. It's not, like, negative moodlets. But it's, like, you get, like, I don't know what it's called. Like, negativity for, like, being out in the sun, and, like, stamina doesn't regenerate, and it's, like, all these horrible, like, cons. And even the pluses are corrupted, because it's like, as you progress in the vampire stage, if you don't drink anyone's blood, like, yeah, you'll get more vampire powers, but you'll also become more visible to other people, to the point where, like, if it gets too far, they'll begin to attack you, and I'm like, nah. So, like, I drank someone's blood, I think, 2 different nights, and it's actually, like, it's harder for the circumstances to set up than you think. And, like, I just did that enough times so I could do the quest. Even though I do think my guy looked pretty cool as a vampire, like, I'm not really into, like, the supernatural beings in Skyrim. Even though, like, I feel like I normally would be, like, I'm into them in The Sims. But, like, the werewolves and the vampires in here, like, I don't have a desire to turn into one. So, my opinion on Skyrim families. In Skyrim, I feel like that's not really the purpose of the game, so I feel like it's pointless. Like, it's pointless to get married, in my opinion. It's pointless to have kids. Plus, as I said, the kids are creepy as heck. I don't like them. I wish I could kill them. And if you notice, all of their faces are the same. It's like they have one cookie cutter face. And it's like every child has the same face. It's creepy as heck. I do not want kids in Skyrim. I have noticed that, like, I tend to find the bards attractive for some reason. Like, I have an attraction to the bards, but you can't marry them, so, like, that doesn't matter. And I feel like the bard women tend to be a little more attractive than the typical Skyrim woman. But yeah, families in Skyrim is just like, there's no point in having a family. In the Sims, yeah. In Skyrim, no. So yeah. I'm into stealth. Once I got past my, like, my freaky stage of, I don't even know where I was going with that, of being afraid of, yeah, being afraid of, I honestly can't. So yeah, like, I always stay in sneak.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library.
Oh, that's what I love. When followers just, like, leave. Yeah, it's suspicious.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
Yeah, that was suspicious how he knew how to get through the transparent wall. I knew it! You're a liar!
When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die.
Wow!
I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Awful person.
I still have my key
Typical
to the
for
library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
Yeah, I once had, like, the skull. What the heck is that? Oh, wait a minute.
We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
No, I'm not ready. I still have to loot. Yeah, I also wish there was an easier way to, like, sell stolen goods. Because, like, the Thieves Guild is such a pain. Like, they hardly have any money. Like, I want to save up for the perk where you can sell stolen goods to anyone. Honestly, I forgot where I was going with this. Wait, where'd the guy go? Hello? Where are you going? I once had a follower for a quest just, like, leave me in the midst of fighting, and, like, he didn't come back till, like, after everything was done. I'm like, thanks, now you show up.
It's just up here.
Yeah, you should see my reactions, like...
We're certain to find more of the awakening.
Oh, great. You should have seen my reactions when I first played. Like, my friend can tell you, I was, like... I would freak the heck out and, like, scream, like this one time, there were, like, a bunch of spiders. And it was, like, one of the it was the first time, I think, I saw the big spiders. And I was like, what is that? What is happening?
Sleeping?
Oh my goodness.
No. Burn the temple. Kill the priests.
Kill the defilers!
Are they literally fighting each other? Cool, save my work. Do my work for me. Yeah, sorry I'm not very interesting. I guess I should have, like, tried to shoot him. I'm conserving my energy. Like, I tend not to collect a bunch of, like, magicka potions, because it's like I never use it, and then it just weighs me down. Oh, that's another thing. Like, let me see. Like, I've always upped my stamina because I'm apparently a hoarder, and I always run out of, like, carrying weight. So I've just kept upping my stamina. And I have a bunch of, like, special, like, armor and apparel that, like, adds to my weight limit. Because, like, I'm always having to, like, try to get rid of stuff. Because, like, no matter what the limit is, I'm always, like, reaching it. And, like, I feel like I don't even collect a bunch of useless crap either.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned.
Oh, I'm also, like, a
Tony
game
is still
saver.
intact.
I save my game a lot. And it's actually come in handy. Like, when I accidentally kill my guy and, like, I have to go back. So, yeah. I save my game pretty frequently because just in case something happens and I need to go back. Wow. I don't even understand. They're like fighting each other? Whoa. So it's like, why do we even need to be here? Yeah, I hate fighting the magicka people too. Because, like, I feel like magic is my weak point in here. Like I said, like, I'm not good at fighting with it. So I'm also, like, not the greatest at fighting against it. So what I normally do is, like, poison the tip of my arrow with, like, a potion that takes away their magicka for, like, so many seconds. Until I can kill them with my bow and arrow. Okay, I need to, like, give you some action. I, like, literally haven't fought anyone. I'm being so boring. I've also found some, like, really cool places in Skyrim. Like, sometimes I kind of just, like, go exploring, like, not doing a quest. Oh, what's happening?
Sleeping?
Okay. I will... I'm doing something! Yay!
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Straw. The tome
Okay.
bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover.
I don't
It
know
should
what
be
that
here
looks
somewhere.
like. I don't even know who that is. Guess I haven't been paying attention.
If you'll check the shelves around the balcony. Check around the lower
Yeah,
left.
I feel like there's a ton of quests in Skyrim. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of them all. I know one of the most annoying followers I had was the dog. To find some special sword or something. It was like the dog, part of like the statue guy, I don't know. But like, the dog's barking got on my nerves so much, like I ended up ditching that quest for a while. Just because, like, I couldn't stand to have the dog following me and barking. Like, it really got on my nerves. And the dog would also stand everywhere, so I couldn't move. Oh, yeah, where is Sven? Sven. I think he's not coming because he can't go past the transparent wall. Whoa. Die! Yeah, it's kind of too...
Someone there?
It's not very difficult.
Where? Destroy this thing! Tear it apart!
Are we literally fighting each other?
Must be my imagination.
Yeah, my sneak's up high enough that, like, I can hide from a lot of enemies. And I also have the perk to, like, slow down when I hit. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. Yeah! Pilfer. 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 It's disgusting. I also don't like to kill the butterflies. I have done it a few times, but I don't like doing it. Can't remember what worker meat is good for. Like, I'm trying to remember, like, there's certain items that are more valuable for certain kinds of potions that are useful. It's hard to remember, though. Them all, obviously. I also like to conserve my arrows. Yeah, the healing potions I normally always take, but the other potions, it just kind of depends. So yeah. I feel like how I play Skyrim is different from how other people play, but I guess everyone is unique in how they play Skyrim. And I feel like mine is kind of in line with like how an INFP plays. But yeah, now like I'm glad I discovered Skyrim because I like it. I don't know if I'll get into other games. Like, so far this is still the only, like, I don't even know what this is categorized as. Like, I don't even, what, like, I don't know, like, what it is Skyrim? Like, a combat game? Like I said, like, I don't really know much about computer games. Like, The Sims and Skyrim are pretty much the only games I play. Action role-playing game. Yes. I feel like role-playing games specifically suit INFPs. Because we're really into that. Like, I feel like it suits us. Like, the action part, I'm just like... is not my favorite part, to be honest. It's like so-so. I like pilfering and stuff like that. But I also like to feel like I'm... Whoa. What is that? I like to feel like I'm progressing too. So like doing the quests gives me like a sense of purpose, like completing them. So, like clearing out dungeons is something that I've started to like dread, because I feel like I have to look through every single thing to like collect everything. Oh, see? And my follower is not here. Well, I guess I was going right over there. I guess I will pause here for now until I can either dump some stuff or find my follower. 'Cause I'm pretty sure... Happy Morndus, by the way, because it actually is Monday. Yeah. 575. And I have like a... Oh wait, I don't have my mask. Haha. I took my mask off. Beat that. Now... I can take more stuff. Okay, I'm still gonna stop here though. So I hope you enjoyed this like kind of exciting play of me as an INFP playing Skyrim. So let me know your thoughts about like how you play Skyrim and your type, and I will see you next time. Bye.